Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into another new deck inside of Clash Royale, which might be my favorite deck inside of the meta, and we're actually going to go for some trophy pushing. Guys, I know you don't believe it, but 2 days straight in a row with some trophy pushing. We're currently sitting just above 4,600 trophies, but check this deck out right here. A lot of players have been whipping this deck out because it's so good against almost every single deck inside of the meta. It's a classic defensive miner control deck with miner poison. You've got Tesla, you've got a quick cycle with skeletons plus the Ice Spirit, and guys, the Valkyrie, the cornerstone of this deck, hacks and slashes everything in a circle over and over and over again, and is so good. Ever since the Valkyrie got buffed, it's seen a big uptick in play to right now. It's actually pretty meta. You've got a couple of good decks using it, whether it's Hog 2.9, you've got this deck right here, and let me go ahead and show you guys how to do it, and hopefully we can get a good battle against Oscar. Let's go ahead and get this done. The Valkyrie. The Valkyrie, so good defensively that it's really hard for your opponents to try to deal with. I'm going to go ahead and see what Oscar has. I don't want to start with my miner just because I know that we can end up going against like an elixir collector and have a pretty bad time. I'm going to go for my Ice Spirit. I probably should have done the same lane, but we're going to go ahead and let that go in. Don't really know what he's playing. It could be an Expo deck, which would be pretty wacky. And if it, wow, it actually is. So we've got to use our skeletons right here. We've got to use our miner as well to try to clean this up. It looks like that's actually going to be beautifully done right there to get that Valkyrie enough time to go forward. Plus the miner is going to lock on, and we can definitely win this matchup. I've played plenty of Expo matchups back in my day. So all we have to do is really make sure we're tanking for the Expo, then use miner poison aggressively to try to take down the tower. We do have to go same lane. We can't really afford to go opposite lane with this deck. And at this point, we're sort of just going to chill, play our Electro Wizard, and try to clean up an easy victory if possible. All right, Electro Wizard's running on in. Not really too much else for us to do. I'm going to log at the last possible second, trying to snip these archers right here. Looks like he's going to end up getting a little bit of value. I'm going to get ready with our Valkyrie right now. And once again, guys, I'm going to have to poison this actually pretty aggressively, not how I wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and drop our miner right here. It's going to do a great job after it locks onto the tower. He doesn't really have too much else to try to deal with us. The Valkyrie's actually going to get onto these goblins too. Boom! All the goblins going down to 0. And yeah, we weren't able to poison the tower right there, which is a little unfortunate. Going to let the Ice Spirit run on in. He's going to drop his archers again. And we just have to keep chipping down this tower. We've got to be consistent with how we play. We can log down these archers because we know we have the Valkyrie in our bag. That's what's so good. Valkyrie basically acts as another log inside of this deck, just because of all the different tricks and plays you can make with it. Wow, I'm going to go ahead and drop my Valkyrie right now. That's a crazy aggressive Expo. I'm going to drop our poison spell too, and he's not even going to really be able to do too much about this. The Valkyrie's going to lock on. Poison spell's ticking away at this tower, and this is definitely a boring matchup. This matchup, honestly, it could end up in a tie if we don't put in some really good work. So I'm going to get our skeletons ready right here. I'm going to get our Ice Spirits ready, or Ice Spirit ready as well. We're going to log all this down again to let our Ice Spirit run on forward. He's going to go ahead and log all that down too. I feel like we could go aggressive, so I'm going to go for our Valkyrie right here and go for a miner over the top. He might play Tesla. There goes the Tesla right there. I don't really mind that too much. I can actually get a little bit of value onto these goblins as well. Electro Wizard's going to tag that Tesla just so we don't have to deal with it all game. And he might go for an Expo. Let's see what he does. All right, there's the Expo. Here's our skeletons. Here's everything we've got. We're going to drop our Valkyrie right now. We're going to go ahead and drop our miner onto the tower and try to bait him right here by going for that. He's going to end up waiting. And guys, the miner's going to be chipping away. It looks like those goblins are going to get close to locking on. You have to log down this Expo to make sure it doesn't do too much damage. But we're slowly chipping down his tower, guys. This is really how, I'm definitely not a pro player by any means, but if I was, this is how pro players play this matchup. They just tank and spank that Expo repeatedly until they can't really do too much else about it. We're going to go ahead and log this down once again. Ice Spirit's going in. The Expo just simply can't do anything right now, and we're one miner poison away, hopefully, from winning this game. Only a little bit of HP left. This is slow but smooth, and he's going to go pretty aggressive right there, dropping his Expo. He's not going to be able to predict the miner with the Ice Golem, so we're going to play our poison spell. Hopefully this is enough to actually clean this up. That would be really embarrassing if it wasn't. We're going to go ahead and get our log down right now. Miner's going to go down on the very front, guys. Either way, we're going to win with our poison spell in just a moment, so don't worry. GG, well played. All right, that was honestly just a robotic matchup right there. Tank the Tesla, go for the tower. Tank the Tesla, go for the tower. Tank the Tesla, go for the tower. His biggest mistake was once his tower got to like half HP, he had to switch lanes, because if he switches lanes, I have to follow him same lane wherever he goes. I can't go opposite lane with this deck, or else it turns into a really unfun time. But he stayed same lane. We kept consistent with our match, and that's really, that's from knowledge of the game, and that's just from that's one of the few matchups I feel like I know like the back of my hand. Miner poison against Expo, but yeah, if the game was always that straightforward, then it'd be nice. nice. So I guess that's probably pros. They probably, you know, or they do know all the matchups just like that, and they know exactly what they have to do when they go against it. By the way, check out this Valkyrie. Boom! Gonna clean up all those goblins right there. You gotta love it. See, it's like a second log, just like I said. You get so much value. Maybe he has, no, actually, he's gonna go right here. Oh, Ice Spirit's gonna do some crazy work against all of this. Bats are gonna go in. That's gonna be fine. We're gonna get a little bit of chip damage, and he doesn't really have the elixir to do anything else. Maybe one hit from a minion, 1 or 2 hits from a bat. Yeah, that's going to be fine right here. I'm actually going to turn that one bat around to make sure we don't get any damage. Looking good, looking good. Only down about 100 elixir, or 100, wow, 100 elixir would not be very fun. Only down about 100 HP. We know exactly what he has inside of his deck. And at this point, we're just going to, okay, we don't actually, yeah, that makes sense that he would have this inside of his deck. I'm a little confused what I should do right here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and use my Electro Wizard into my log. Let's see what he has. I wanted to save my poison spell because I know that he could do some work with his minion horde whenever he played it. Oh, the Valkyrie gonna get so much damage right there. Beautifully done. We've got to use our Ice Spirit and our skeletons right here to try to stop all of this up. Beautifully done on defense, guys. Plays are being made left and right here, and that's what you have to do with this matchup, honestly. You can't really mess up any defenses because this deck is not good at doing more than, you know, 700 damage in a single swipe. That's not how this deck works. You chip, 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 and chip. But if you make one fatal mistake on defense, everything can go down in flames right away. So make sure you're playing very defensive with this matchup and you're not doing anything that might cost you the rest of the game. All right, Valkyrie's going down now. Ooh, I hope those don't miss the Spear Goblin. Please don't miss the Spear Goblin. We ended up missing one of them. That's not good. Poison spell has to go down against all of this. That's actually fine. The Valkyrie got a swing too, so that's beautiful. We're going to get some nice value right there. This is still a pretty close matchup, and we're going against the dirtiest deck in the game. So let's see if we can do something. I'm going to let this run on in. Boom. Swapping all those down. Now we've got our Ice Spirit to help out too. Oh, nice log from him is going to be able to clean up. I've got to play... Oh, I thought he was going to play Goblin Gang. That's very unfortunate. I should have played Tesla at the bridge too. Okay, I guess we're going to have to go for the Electro Wizard straight up there. That's not very good for us. We're going to play our Miner now defensively. Oh, this Hog Rider's going in. Please don't let that shot get off from the mortar. Skeleton's going in. Oh, this is such a close matchup right now, guys. I don't know what to do. Yeah, he's going to drop his mortar. I blew it. I completely blew it right there with that. Right. Guys, I'm so bad. I'm so bad with that Tesla play. That hurts. That hurts my soul. He's going to even get the prediction log off. I've got Skeletons going in, trying to protect my life. How in the world did that actually work right there? We're going to end up holding on. Oh, man. I've got to get our Miner ready for some serious shenanigans. Everything's going down here. Okay, Tesla going down right at the bridge. Hopefully that can do something. What? That's not going to lock onto that? That hurts my soul, guys. We're getting destroyed. Hopefully he doesn't have a rocket, or else that's going to be so bad for us. Tesla is going to do some nice value right there. Wow, that's going to get a crazy amount of value. We've got to play our Electro Wizard now. Got to hold on defensively against this push. Valkyrie's going in. Hold off against this Hog Rider. Hold off! We just barely held off against that Hog Rider, guys. Time to go aggressively. Log's going to wreck us, though, if he has Log. Please don't have Log. Poison spell's going in. Hold on with the poison. Hold on with the poison. Valkyrie's going to get on the tower. She's a beast. Oh, the damage is real. Guys, should we do it? I'll hit him with the GG. I hate playing that deck. That deck is the reason I stopped playing on ladders, so I'm happy that we're ending up being able to beat it using this one, but I think that's the dirtiest deck in the entire game. So glad we got a win. See, you can beat this mortar deck, this mortar hog spam deck using this Miner Poison Valkyrie deck. Woo! We barely pulled it off right there, the Valkyrie. The real MVP, I knew that he didn't have anything that he could play to stop our Valkyrie at that point, besides the minion horde, and it ended up rewarding us with that dub. All right, one more. Let's get our Ice Spirit down. Let's try to pick up one more win after a pretty nice victory right there. Gonna cycle our Skellies and see what else our opponent has. Very boring matchups, so we're gonna go log on log. All right, at this point, we just don't want to do anything ridiculous. He's going to go for his Dark Prince, so we'll play a Valkyrie. This will be a fine matchup for us. We should be able to take that out easily. I'm just really not trying to play my Miner and have him whip out an Elixir Collector and break my hopes and dreams. Looks like he's going to play his own Miner right here, so we'll catch that with our Electro Wizard. Beautifully done. Valkyrie's going to go ahead and run in, so I'm going to make sure we get a little bit of value from this Miner. So the Miner's going to do a great job of letting that Valkyrie tank. Miner's going to go ahead and lock on. It's going to get that tower below 3,000 HP. So all in all, definitely a win to start off this matchup. Really nice. We can calm down and get ready to go again. Now he's going to play his Giant, so let's use our Skeletons to take care of this. We've got our Tesla ready in a moment to be able to knock down this giant. Hopefully, we're able to stop this push. Now, this is a giant, probably double Prince push, or double Prince deck, which honestly is a pretty fun matchup for us. It's just really interesting. It's a whole lot of skill defensively to try to hold off against these pushes. Let's get our Electro Wizard ready right now. Try to stop this miner plus everything else. Check that out. Wow, that one guard trying to cheese me on the other side, but we're going to be able to do a great job. I'm going to go ahead and get my miner going down in a moment. Not really giving too much time to respond. Skeleton's going down as well, which might give him a little bit of value. I don't know if those skeletons are a really smart move. And Hunter is going to be his final card, guys. So we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a hello with our Electro Wizard and move on. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So he's not playing double Prince, but he has the Hunter instead. So check out my log. I ended up waiting for the Hunter. I wanted to knock it back and also make sure that it damaged his tower. So make sure you guys are knocking the Hunter back and not towards your tower or any other troop for that matter. It also usually turns out not being very fun. I'm going to get the Tesla down again. I'm going to even drop down an Ice Spirit to try to chip that tower down just a little bit more, guys. Every single bit counts. I'm going to get our Electro Wizard down the back, which might not be the greatest move, but we'll see how it works out in the end. Electro Wizard's going to run on forward. What is going to be his play right here? I've got my skeletons ready for a miner. Okay, wow. He's going to go for a very aggressive play. Let's go ahead and log all of this. Fireball's going to run on in. That Fireball not going to be able to do enough, though, guys. Tesla going to run through here. I'm going to drop my miner at the front because I still have a little bit of Tesla HP left, and that could give us some value depending on what else he plays. Looks like that's going to work pretty well. He's actually going to probably go for another giant. Let's get our Tesla ready again. I'm going to get ready with our Valkyrie again. Skeleton's going in. Let's see what he does. Log has to come down right now. Log really needs to come down right now. Ice Spear going in. Trying our best to hold off against his push, guys. Someone kill this Dark Prince. Someone kill this Dark Prince. Oh, just barely going to be able to hold off right there. And I'm going to get ready with another Electro Wizard. I would think that my Valkyrie would be killing this guard more, but I guess we're getting a little bit destroyed by these guards, as well as this Dark Prince push every single time. All right, well, let's just get ready again. I'm going to drop our miner. I'm actually going to drop a poison too. I'm going to play this pretty aggressive. I'm going to play our Ice Spirit as well. I'm going to log all of this. I've got our skeletons ready. Hopefully that's enough to distract and then let our Valkyrie clean up right there. Looks like it will. We're going to get our Tesla down again for this giant, guys. This is an intense matchup. I really enjoy these matchups, actually. They're a lot of fun. As long as you win, of course. Fireball's going to go down. That Fireball's definitely been putting in so much work against us. Skeleton's going to go down just in the nick of time. We're going to get our Valkyrie down as well. This is so close. Commentating and playing a match like this, probably the hardest thing to do as a YouTuber. All right, let's let this Valkyrie walk forward. Maybe we can end up pulling this one off. Maybe. We're lucky. But I don't think so. I think we just have to defend from this point onwards. He's probably going to play his Fireball. So let's see what he does. Giant's going to go ahead and run in. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. We'll play our miner just to try to make sure we trip him up right here. A little bit more time. Maybe we could have pulled something off with this counter push, but that's going to be GG. And all right, 4 minutes of madness. It's going to end in a tie. Very nice matchup right there against our friend at 4,684 trophies, because I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name. And yeah, that's going to do it for this deck today, guys. Such a fun deck to play. You can see inside of those 3 matchups, 3 completely different ones. We've got Siege, we've got Mortar plus Hog Rider Spam, and then we've got Giant Prince and a lot of pressure with that deck. And we held up pretty well against each and every one of them. I feel like this deck is a really good deck for not only beating a lot of decks inside of this meta, but also getting better at the game. If you guys saw those defensive plays I was making in that second battle, really learning how to defend against a big push like that, I feel like separates the pro players from everyone else. Again, I'm not a pro player. I mess up those defenses more often than I make them. And for a pro player, they make them 90% of the time. But yeah, just learning how to defend like that, learning how to defend with an elixir disadvantage, and to make some really nice positive elixir trades by being creative and spacing your units right to make sure you're not getting fireballed on your Tesla and your Electro Wizard, etc. It's a really good deck to learn how to play the game in a better way, I guess. So to go from like intermediate to, I guess, pro or something like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, smack that like button, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, Snapchat, MySpace, all the above. That's going to do it for this one. Try out this deck and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.